Hello everyone, Darkbringer here, doing something a little different. We're actually not doing any Fortnite content today. This is actually going to be on the new alpha that came out for the new Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. So I have got to play it a little bit, and I'm just doing a quick video to give my thoughts and opinions on what I think of the game and what it is, where it's at right now. And I absolutely understand that this is in fact an alpha, so there are things to be changed in the future, especially like when we're coming up towards the beta. I'm sure it's going to be night and day, but I'm just going to get over a little things. The guns in this game are very unbalanced, it seems. I feel like a lot of the guns in this game are night and day from each other in terms of how they play. So for example, the submachine guns, they play a lot more like an assault rifle with the ranges that they can do damage at than what a assault rifle would be expected to be doing damage as. So the submachine guns versus the assault rifles, it's almost like their roles have been flipped, and it just seems like they're just way out of tune. Like, I actually created a class where I used the AK-74U, which, by the way, everyone is saying is the strongest gun in the game, which I absolutely agree. It does need to be toned down by quite a bit before the game launches, but I did make a AK-74U class and an AK-47 class. I had them both together. I had them like alternating, like as the AK-74U is my secondary, and I noticed that every time I switched over to the AK-74U, I was melting people at quite a distance compared to the AK-47. It's just, for whatever reason, it could not engage at those ranges, so I would just simply switch over to the AK-74 and I'd be able to beam them no problem. So I do think that needs to be adjusted. Granted, I understand this is the alpha, but that is something I do have a little gripe about. As far as overall, like, other weapons, the light machine guns, there's only two of them that I could play around with. The two light machine guns that they did have, the Stoner seemed to be the stronger out of the two. It seems like the Stoner is actually a really solid gun overall. I've been using it quite a bit. I do like them a lot. That particular one for sure. It's just, yeah, I think with an LMG, the way that you play with them doesn't feel like an LMG. They feel almost like how I thought an assault rifle should feel. Like the Stoner especially, when I was playing with it, I was like, man, this feels like a really solid gun. I really wish the assault rifles played a little more like the Stoner specifically. Yeah, I think overall, in terms of the balancing with the weapons in general, it seems as though they're all out of whack, which is understandable. The game has, it's not even out yet, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot of adjustments. I do not want them, however, to nerf the submachine guns into the ground. I know that has happened in a couple Call of Duties where the submachine guns were just absolutely underwhelming, and that has tended to happen. We are going on this path, though, where the submachine guns are overpowered, which has also occurred, and just everybody's running around with the SMGs. I don't want that to happen either. There should be a good middle ground where the SMGs feel really strong up close, but they're not absolutely destroying people across the map. The other weapons that I haven't talked about is the snipers. So there's only two snipers you can play around with, and might I say, I don't know if it's me, I haven't personally played with them, but man, do they feel really powerful. I feel like maybe it's the aim down sight speed that they have. They seem very snappy, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I do understand that in previous Call of Duty games, the past few, they really have been taking a hit when it comes to being able to quick scope, which used to be a thing in the game, was very common. It still is. I just know, depending on which series we're talking about, if it's the Warfare series or if it's the Black Ops series, they tend to change up how quickscoping works, and they try to make a workaround to it. Not where they're just completely putting it in the dirt where you can't do it, but they do adjust it. But this one feels very old school. This feels like a classic Call of Duty quickscope, almost like COD 4 quickscoping or Modern Warfare 2 quickscoping. It feels really quick, really snappy, which I don't mind. It's just they do need to be careful when it comes to playing around with that, because if they're too powerful, they're going to feel like everybody in a map is just going to be using snipers, and it's not going to be fun to just play in a game where you're just getting one-shotted everywhere you walk. It's just going to be really annoying. You're going to step out, you're going to get in an engagement, and then you're just going to get bodied instantly, which, like, I think feels almost a little unfair. Like I felt like I was being cheated in a couple of my engagements that I did play in when I went up against a sniper. I initiated combat and then I just get dropped instantly. I feel like maybe they should introduce some more flinch to the scoping when you're scoping in on a sniper. I think that might do it, because I just feel like in terms of the engagement, it shouldn't be so easily to drop me when I've already initiated firing on you. So I feel like that's a little unfair in that regard, but we'll have to wait and see how they change that up. And then finally, the shotguns. Let me tell you, the shotgun that I did play with, which was the Spaz, is absolutely ridiculous. The fact that it can shoot so fast is beyond me. And the fact that there's secondaries in this game, like older Call of Duties had them, just really says a lot. Overall, this feels like this Call of Duty is set to just make everything feel really powerful. Everything feels really strong. And I don't mind that. I actually miss that in a Call of Duty, because Call of Duties previously, you know, the older titles, they always felt really crazy and outlandish, and everything was just super unbalanced. And then we had like the newer Call of Duties, they try to balance everything out and make everything an even playing field to make it more, you know, casual for casual gamers. But this one feels like this has the opportunity to be way more competitive. Just if they, like we said earlier, adjust those submachine guns, those do feel like you're almost cheating, like I'm using here in this gameplay. I'm using the AK-74U. I actually drop a nuclear. This was the main reason I'm uploading this video, was actually to show the nuclear that I do get. I get a nuclear. I think I actually go 36-0 this game. That just kind of gives you an idea how ridiculous the SMGs are. But yeah, I'm just doing a quick little discussion. This is everything I wanted to touch over. I was just going to touch over the weapons real quick. The maps, however, the maps are great. I do feel like they're a little too big for the size of the lobby. I believe it's a 6v6. I would like it if it was maybe 8v8. It would be perfect. Or maybe a 7v7. Just one more on each team would be perfect. But aside from that, I'm really enjoying the game. Let me see what you guys think. Drop in the comments below. Tell me what you think about the new Call of Duty. If you like it, if you hate it, why do you hate it, why do you love it? But yeah, let's get some discussion going. I'll try to reply to all your comments. I always do. But I'm gonna go ahead and let this video play out. You see me get these crazy, this crazy kill streak, 36 kills. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. If you like the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment. I try to read all your comments. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm out.
Hostiles have destroyed one of your field mites.
Fuel reserves at 50%. Winchester, Hacksaw 3-1 RTV.
Attaboy,
We can't take much
Victory's
more of
close.
this.
Make the CIA proud. Artillery targeting detected. Artillery inbound.
standing by.
Hostile spy plane established overhead. You did the work of a nation. Come on home.
This game sucked.